In today's video, I want to go over a build that involves all around the newly buffed Maggie. It recently got a buff in latest hotfix, which gave it 35% increased damage, and it actually made this gun pretty good now. Now, before we get into that, I just want to say really quick that I am currently at 70 subscribers, and I cannot thank you guys enough for the support. It's actually crazy seeing all the people leave comments saying that I'm doing such a good job, and people leaving likes, and just people constantly commenting. Just know that I definitely see it, and it does not get ignored. I can't appreciate you guys enough for doing that. But with that being said, we are at 70, and that means we are very close to 100. So if you guys like what you see on the channel, you're watching my videos, you're learning some stuff, maybe consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. I promise I'm not going to ask this every single video, but we're on the road to 100, baby, and it feels really good. But anyway, like I said, get back into the video. We're going to be going over the Maggie today with the build on Amara, and this build is actually pretty insane. It can, it's very fun. It can easily shred through ads. It can also do boss damage. The Maggie isn't gonna like melt any bosses, but that's why I have a Lyota right here. But the skill tree setup still will melt bosses with the Lyota. But yeah, we're obviously gonna be using the Maggie. Lyota for boss DPS. I'm using the Killer Wisp right here. I just like it. It's fun, just in case I need to take a shield off. The Maggie should be able to take the shields off, which is good because kinetic weapons in this game and TVHM have just a consistent 100% damage across health and shields. The only thing it sucks against is armor, which is why I have a corrosive stratifier. So this is a very consistent build. Like you have an enemy with shield and health bar. It's just gonna do the same amount of damage no matter what. Like, it's not like the fire is gonna suck against the shield or anything, or the shock's gonna suck against the flesh. It's just very consistent. And that's why I like this build a lot, because in Mayhem 3, some of those modifiers, man, it can ruin some of your builds. But this is very consistent. The only thing you gotta look out for is in Mayhem 3 getting like minus 50% damage or normal bullets. That can suck, but we'll talk about Mayhem 3 in another video. But yeah, going into the items, I'm using a rerouter right here because I get 20% action skill cooldown when I pop in my action skill, which is very good. Also, this is very good because I get a lot more damage with Maggie on the first shot. Phase Zerker, of course. Why would I not use it? Snowdrift to slide faster, and I actually just got one with 40% plus magazine, which is very good, and plus 20% action skill cooldown rate, which is solid. Because now I have cooldown rate on my artifact, my class mod, and my shield. So I have a lot of cooldown rate. Then I'm taking its piss grenade just to kill tankier targets faster. Alright, so going into the skill tree, we're going to be using a lot of Mystical Assault. We're going to be putting 3 in fast hands to get more reload speed and weapon swap speed, just to I guess be that real gunslinger we're trying to be. Putting 1 in 2 harm, 1 in violent tap should you get down at the bottom. Transcend, obviously, critical hit damage and accuracy. Definitely taking Restless, 25% increased cooldown rate. Now, this is the new one, Alacrity. This skill just got buffed, and you get an insane amount of reload speed now because they fixed it. So we're definitely putting 5 points in this, and we reload so fast, like it's actually crazy. Using Ascendant right here to make our Stillness of Mind be better, because that's going to be what we're mainly using. We're going to be using Stillness of Mind with Phase Cast instead of Phase Lock. And we're going to be using Laid Bare. Next, 25% increased damage after we hit an enemy. That's going to pair real well with Phase Cast. And then they're just going to get locked in there with Stillness of Mind, and we can just melt them with the Maggie. Wrath, 20% more gun damage, 20% after pop and action skill. Obviously, this is one of her best skills in the game. Awakening to make our rush decks have increased effectiveness. We're solely using that for Alacrity, which means we're going to have even faster reload speeds, which is just crazy. And then we're taking Avatar, more rush stacks, which is also going to help with Alacrity. And obvious, we get to pop our action skill twice before it cools down. Next skill tree, I'm just getting 1 point in the class right here. I'm not taking that. Put 3 in steady hands, handling and accuracy. It's a very good skill. It's just a solid 32% at handling, 31% accuracy. It works really well for a Jacob's weapon. Then next, I'm going into personal space, 36% more gun damage when you're up close to an enemy. Then Clarity, since I have the class one again, plus 7% missing health every time I pop an action skill for 5 seconds. It's very good. I have 5 in Helping Hands, 40% damage reduction every time I pop an action skill. And Samsara, I get 5% gun damage, 5% of max health per second every time my axe skill damages an enemy, and that can stack up to 5 times, and that buff lasts 20 seconds. And with all of that, we'll be getting our action skill back insanely fast, and we will keep reprocking all of these buffs right here. So we'll have Samsara pretty much all the time, Helping Hands all the time, Clarity not all the time, but when we need it we can, you know, have it, because it only lasts 5 seconds. But yeah, this build's actually crazy. There's just going to be gameplay of it now, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. So what you're going to want to do is you come across an enemy, you throw your phase cast out, you hit him, it's going to debuff him, it's going to lock him in the air with Stillness of Mind, and you're going to straight up melt him with the Maggie. Oh, I didn't mention my Maggie has a anointed for plus 25% critical hit damage, which helps out a lot. You can literally like one-shot most ass to the head after they get phase locked. When there's like a big group of enemies, you throw your phase cast out, it's going to hit everybody, and you're going to get like near 5 stacks of Samsara, which is going to be another 25% increased gun damage, and you'll be regenerating a lot of health and be very tanky. So this build is very good all around. It is good at boss DPS. If you have something like Lyo, you're going to want to use weapons that are mainly used for boss DPS, and the Maggie for ad clear. This build is very good for survivability because of all the survivability perks. This build is also very good at just like generally killing like badass type enemies, like, or just the bigger enemies in the game. Literally your phase cast against one, they're gonna rise up in the air, and you're just gonna shred them with the Maggie with all the weapon damage buffs that you're getting. Like it's crazy. And the action skill element in this build, I know I didn't really go over. It doesn't really matter. I just using shock on it to help take shields out a little bit. You don't really need it. I just have that on there. Anyway, overall, with this build, like I said, you're gonna be popping your action skill, getting your Samsara stacks up, proccing all your debuffs, all your buffs every time you hit an enemy with your action skill and pop it. You're getting insane amount of reload speed, insane amount of damage, and you're literally just straight shredding through the bosses. But while you're doing that, you're also getting a lot of health generation, damage reduction, and you can pop your action skill twice, and that's the build. It's a very fun build. I would highly recommend using it if you have a Maggie. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it all for me. And like I said earlier in the video, I am very close to 100 subscribers, and I promise I'm not gonna be asking this every video. I don't want to be that YouTuber, but it would be very cool to hit 100 subscribers. So if you enjoyed the video and you liked what you saw, you like everything on the channel, maybe like I said, consider subscribing. But anyway, that's gonna do it all for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Goddamn supply!